Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. On this Thursday, I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, a Gary duo is charged after state police discover an unsupervised 2-year-old on Route 60.
Plus, a Jamestown woman is charged in connection with the April 16th hit and run. That was outside of UPMC Chautauqua Hospital. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's standing by for us live now in the First Defense Weather Center. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and happy Thursday, everybody. We're so close to the weekend, and we can just touch it. Take a look at the high yesterday, 81 degrees. That was the official high at the Jamestown airport. Woo! Man, that was warm. And actually, come to think of it, the record high for this state was set back last year at 80. So it's not that uncommon to get 80-degree weather in May. Again, May and April are the two wild card months when it comes to spring. And officially, we've had 0.23 inches of rain gauged at the airport over the past 24 hours. Really nothing on First Defense Doppler. There are a few little sprinkles showing up down in Northwest PA, but that's pretty much about it. Pretty much the afternoon will be dry before more rain returns coming tonight and tomorrow. So for the afternoon, a few scattered showers, but that's mainly going to be late toward the evening hours. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy. High temps 56 at the immediate Lake Erie waterfront, spiking to 72, while inland with a west wind averaging 5 to 10. We'll time out the next rain chances, plus does spring stick around? We'll talk about it with that Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day a little bit later on in the show. Justin and Matt.
All right, looking forward to it. Dakota, thank you. Our top story, 2 people are charged after New York State police say they discovered a 2-year-old unsupervised and dressed only in a diaper in the northbound lane of Route 60 Wednesday near the Four Corners of Gary. 24-year-old Jacob Andwell and 32-year-old Nikki Colson, both of Gary, were reportedly inside of their residence, unaware that the child was outside until a Good Samaritan brought the child home. Atwell and Colson were placed under arrest, processed at the State Police Barracks in Jamestown, and issued appearance tickets on a charge of endangering the welfare of a child. Atwell and Colson are scheduled to appear in the Town of Gary court at a later date.
Jamestown police investigators have announced that they've charged the driver in the April 16th hit and run in front of UPMC Chautauqua with serious leg injuries. 52-year-old Tammy Sawyer reportedly turned herself into the Jamestown police yesterday. She is charged with felony leaving the scene of a personal injury accident, failing to yield to a pedestrian, and speed not reasonable and prudent. Sawyer is currently in the city jail and is awaiting arraignment.
And a Gowanda man allegedly assaulted a 16-year-old man during an alleged burglary Wednesday at Lloyd Street. That's an address in Forestville. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office says that 24-year-old Nathan Cassie is charged with second-degree burglary, third-degree assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. Deputies say the 16-year-old male was treated for injuries at Lakeshore Hospital and released. Cassie reportedly turned himself into state police before being handed over to the sheriff's office. Cassie was taken to Chautauqua County Jail and arraigned using the centralized arrangement procedure.
And members of All-Star EMS's union picketed yesterday in front of UPMC Chautauqua on Foote Avenue here in the city of Jamestown. We spoke with SCIU Chairman and Executive Union Board Member Joseph Snyder. He tells us that UPMC is focused more on the financials rather than patient care and staffing.
In our county, we have a shortage of paramedics and EMTs. It's creating a strain on the system, and UPMC, since they've come in, really don't seem to be wanting to address that. They're more worried about the bottom line than they are the patient. So we're trying to just bring attention to that so we can fix this issue. We obviously feel like wages will fix that staffing issue, so that's, that's the other part of it, but it's the community that we want to just sound the alarm and let them know that there's a problem here.
Now, we did reach out to UPMC Chautauqua's Public Relations Department yesterday afternoon for comment, which they did decline.
Now, Matt, this picket, as we talked about yesterday, was certainly, a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
The union telling us that they've been, in negotiations, and, certainly there is a lack of paramedics, and That's just not here in Chautauqua County. That's all over the country, unfortunately. So, we'll continue to stay on this and follow developments between the hospital and the union. Obviously, the unions generally are more vocal than institutions as they, work with the legal team to try to figure things out and, whether or not they will be giving them a raise or not. But what was kind of the feel from people there? I know you were at the picket. Outside of general union comment, what was the morale? I know that watching some of that video that you shot there, they got a lot of honks, and it seems like a lot of support from people, as they drove by.
Well, I think in the beginning, I think they were just trying to figure out what would be the best way to get people to honk. Once they got organized with what they wanted to say,
and their message,
message, that's when things started to turn around. Now, what's interesting, Justin, is and just so everybody knows, they can find more on our website at WNYNewsNow.com. But Snyder told me that at this particular point yesterday was the first time that the union and UPMC met in over 2 months. He believes that a lot of that is because the hospital knew that a picketing was coming, and actually you could tell they did, because when I called for comment yesterday, at first I didn't even have to say anything about the picket.
Right.
They knew right away, no comment. And of course, ethically, I said, just so you guys know, I'm calling for comment on the picketing.
Right.
But I mean, everybody knew this was coming. So
Right.
it's definitely something that we'll keep an eye out on over the next few months. And what happens next, we will let you know when we know.
And the other thing, too, that I think is important to note that Snyder probably talked to you about was the fact that there was still active ambulance service in Jamestown. This was not a strike by any means.
And as a matter of fact, too, when our intern Jonathan Schultz, who did a good job yesterday, when him and I arrived at the scene, we didn't know if it was going to be in the front of the hospital or outside the emergency room. So we first tried the emergency room, and when we were there were 1 or 2 all-star EMS vehicles in the emergency room,
which is where they generally are.
So that's how you know they're still going to provide service.
Yeah, absolutely. So good reporting there.
Thank you.
Happy Thursday to everyone. We call it TGITH, not to be confused with TGIT.
I don't like it. It's too big.
Like it?
It's too big of a tease for Friday. That's the problem.
We could just call it Friday Eve.
Well,
you want to start branding it that?
Okay, no. You know what? If we're going to do branding, we'll stick with both of them. But I just don't like the tease. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, let us know what you think the branding should be. Hello to all of you. Hello to Renee. Hello to Pam. Thanks for tuning in. Wendy, good afternoon to you. David, great to see you. A lot of people, their thoughts and prayers are with that story that we ran with on the top, and the child who was found along Route 60. We did not get an updated condition on them prior to this broadcast, but certainly, with Tammy chiming in, she said that child deserves a lot more than that, and absolutely agree with you there. Good afternoon to Dawn from Faulkner. Hopefully you are doing well. Tammy, hello to you, and hello to Scott, and hello to Joanna as well. Good afternoon to you. Hopefully you all are doing well. And good afternoon to Seth. We have a lot more to tell you about on this Thursday. Coming up, summer is on the way. What New York State is dishing out? They're dishing out some tools to help residents stay cool. Details on that coming up.
But first, work has begun to replace a 105-year-old bridge. Dakota.
I think we should just call it, I think we should just call Thursday the Weekends in View. As we take a look at the pollen levels, the rain has knocked the tree pollen down just slightly, but it's still up there in the moderate category. News Not Noon continues in a minute, so don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Eagle EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you. When you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading the WNY News Now mobile app. Stay up to date on local news, weather, and sports that matter to you. Plus, subscribe to breaking news and weather alerts from the team that puts coverage first. In addition, watch news as it happens with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network. Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
And happening now, work to replace a 105-year-old bridge on Brown Run Road in Meade Township, Pennsylvania is underway. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation says that a temporary roadway and bridge will be built for motorists while the road work is underway. Thomas Construction of Grove City, Pennsylvania, that's in Mercer County, says that the project, weather permitting, is expected to be completed by October 1st. PennDOT says that the $1.1 million project will replace existing steel beams, update guide rails, and a new road will be paved. The bridge, which was built in 1904, is listed in poor condition, and it's used by an average of 190 vehicles per day.
Well, millions of dollars in federal funding is now available for New Yorkers with serious health problems to obtain air conditioners for their residents. New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo made that announcement on Wednesday that people can start applying for air conditioners or fans through the Home Energy Assistance Program at their County Department of Social Services. The Democrat said the state has set aside $6 million in federal funding to pay for the program. People with health issues that are aggravated by extreme heat can apply. Now, last summer, nearly 8,000 households received cooling assistance. That's compared to 4,000 households the year before. The assistance will be provided on a first-come, first-served basis. Applications are being accepted through August 30th or until the funding for that program runs out.
A new study suggests that children can be reliably diagnosed with autism earlier than is now recommended. Autism is a spectrum disorder that can affect social skills, behavior, and communication abilities. Current guidelines state that children can start being screened during regular doctor visits between 18 and 24 months old, but in a new study published in the medical journal JAMA Pediatrics, autism detection and diagnosis can start with a high accuracy at just 14 months old. Researchers say that could lead to children with autism having the opportunity to start therapies early, and they add earlier intervention may increase their skills by school age.
Well, Americans are spending more on pets than they ever have before, and millennials are likely to take credit for those high record numbers. That's according to a just-released industry figure that shows young people treat their furry friends like children. Mary Maloney breaks down the numbers in today's Consumer Watch.
For the love of dog, America's obsession with its pets is reaching historic levels. According to the American Pet Products Association, sales in 2018 topped $72 billion. That's a 3% increase since 2017. The majority of those dollars are going to food. People spent more than $30 billion. And higher-priced premium dog food with designer ingredients made up the most popular food purchased. The second highest source of spending is vet care at more than $18 billion. That's followed by supplies and over-the-counter medication. So why are pet owners dishing out more money? According to the American Pet Products Association, people treat their pets like family and put an increased focus on feeding them natural and organic foods. In response to that demand, late last year, Petco announced it would stop selling dog and cat food and treats with artificial colors and preservatives. Another reason? More people own pets than ever before and apparently treat them more like their own children. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
All right, Mary, thank you. The American Pet Products Association estimates sales within the U.S. market will rise to more than $75 billion just this year. And Matt, I believe that statistic, let me tell you. We have a family pet who's my girlfriend's parents' dog. And he is adorable, a little mini wiener dog. And let me tell you, we have a running joke that when I die, whoever it is, it's like, when I die, I want to be reincarnated as Oliver. Because
you want to be a little chihuahua?
Yeah, because he's taken care of so well. Whatever he needs, they get it for him right away. Like, he could, like, pant funny, and they'd be like, "Oh, are you okay?" But I think a lot of Americans are like that.
Well, that reminds
the dogs and cats are like their kids.
I mean, that reminds me of...
My mom's like that.
My cousin's like that.
Debbie?
You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You want to be a little peanut, let me tell you.
No, thank you.
But I don't know. Do you guys have pets out there? Let us know if you treat them like royalty, because a lot of people certainly do. And I mean, even like, there's a little bit of good out of that. We had folks in from the Humane Society, and we had little Chihuahua Chico, right? If I remember correctly, and he was adopted like the next day. So I mean, you need a little furry little paw in your life to a little paw in your heart to make you feel better every now and then, I suppose.
All right, good point.
Speaking of feeling better, I don't know if we can take a look at the pollen level again or not, but thank you. Man, this is horrible. Yesterday I did some work outside, and let me tell you that it's nasty out there. Did you ever get big allergies, Matt?
Not really with the pollen. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm allergic, I think, to latex and penicillin, but the latex, I really don't have a problem anymore. It just might be penicillin. But with pollen, I've never had a problem. I've seen people like you have a problem.
Oh, my God. Yeah, my eyes are already like, I feel bad, but like during every break I gotta wipe them. It's like freaking Niagara Falls over here, and my throat is just.
Oh, so you weren't drinking on the air?
Well, actually, that might make me feel better. So.
Oh, no! We're not endorsing that.
Booze out there.
No.
Come on over. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's coming on over with a look at his First Defense weather forecast. When maybe we'll get some relief on the pollen. Dakota, research that, please.
And later, a Jeopardy contestant, he's about to bring home the bank. Details coming up.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. Is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like, we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Pollen is nasty. I feel you, Jay. I'm right in that same boat. Here's a live look from Presque Isle Beach, and there's fog across the Lake Erie shoreline. The camera is working. You can see all this low fog. When you have the temperature and the dew point very close together, you're going to have fog. The temperature 49 and the dew point directly at 49 as well. We'll show the fog to you here. You can see here that Erie officially at the airport, a 1/10 of a mile. Jamestown officially a 1/4 of a mile, also a 1/10 in Dunkirk, and Olean has 8 miles. You can see there's not a whole lot of fog out here, but when you see anything less than 10-mile visibility, that means you got some fog. Take a look at this beautiful picture I took yesterday out in Frewsburg. A little Peg the Geek Meter segment here. This is called a towering cumulus cloud. You can see how the cloud kind of has an upward movement to it, and it actually looks vertical. That's a towering cumulus. That's one of the first signs of thunderstorm development. And this was out just north of the city as the rain started to come in. You can see all those dark clouds. Those are called cumulonimbus clouds. There's your Peg the Geek Meter segment for today. Look at these high temperatures yesterday. Erie broke a record. 86 degrees was the official high at the Erie airport. That broke the record of 85 that was set back in 1970. Jamestown officially 82. Dunkirk, actually 81 in Jamestown, 82 Dunkirk, 68 in Olean. They stayed in the 60s all day, but it's not that uncommon to spike up into the 80s this time of the year. May is a very wild card month when it comes to weather. First Defense Doppler, there's a few little scattered rain showers down here in Warren County as we zoom you right in. Again, some of these are just little light sprinkles. If anything, those will ultimately dissipate, and the remainder of the afternoon is going to be dry. Here's our next system that's currently moving south of Chicago now. There's severe weather down to our south. That stays down there, but part of this energy is going to be moving our way over the next day or so. Right now, we are perched at 61 degrees. Got a calm wind, and with the light wind and a dew point at 60, there's your fog at the airport. It doesn't look too foggy downtown, but of course, all these observations are done at the airport north of the city. Here's Future Scan. You can see dry through the day, maybe a few little scattered showers. Tonight, we'll start to see some showers. This is around midnight tonight. A few showers will start to come our way. Those will start to overspread the region tomorrow morning. There's the chance early tomorrow morning of a couple thunderstorms as you wake up by around 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. A couple rumbles of thunder there. And then the rain will kind of turn more scattered for the afternoon hours. Maybe a few more scattered thunderstorms for the afternoon hours, mainly areas out to the east. And then the rain will taper off partly for Friday night going into Saturday. Saturday's not going to be a total washout. Speaking of Saturday, again, State Line may have to delay their opening weekend once again because we have upped the rain chances again to about a 40% chance. So we'll see what they do with this, and of course we'll keep you updated if they ultimately do push the opening back another week. Zone forecast will start at the Lake Erie shoreline. Temperatures here will stay in the 50s all day because of that west wind, averaging around 7 to 14. And then once you work inland, the farther, now if you're looking for warmth, look at Warren at 72. The farther south and east you go, you get the warmer temperatures. Next 7 days on the big screen now, and 63 tomorrow, 58 on Saturday, and the temperatures remain in the 60s going into early next week, but rain chances almost each and every day. Sports is next. Don't go away. Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Thursday, sports fans. We are nearing the end of the work week. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Later this afternoon at 2 and 4 o'clock, the JCC Jayhawks baseball team will have a doubleheader matchup against Niagara County Community College. JCC lost their last games on Tuesday, with Game 1 resulting in a 15-0 loss in 5 innings, and Game 2 being a 15-4 loss in 6 innings. JCC is currently on a 10-game losing streak. The games will be played at a neutral site, Sal Magley